I'm Gregor Samsa.
Pleased to meet you, Gregor. My name is Samson. You might have known me from the Old Testament. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Would you like to advise some milk?
No, I don't drink milk anymore. Got anything rotten?
I actually threw away some rotten food this morning. Let me go in my trash can to see what I can find for you.
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Make yourself comfortable.
Mind if I climb up on the table?
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Found you some goodies.
Thanks. Well, as you have probably already realized, I transformed into a giant insect. I cannot communicate with my family who keeps me locked up in my bedroom, and I have difficulty maneuvering around.
I'll tell you my incredible story, but first, how is it that you've been changed into a large bug?
Well, you see, Samson, I used to be a traveling salesman who supported my family. The job required long working hours, and I spent very little time at home with them. It is only through this hideous twisted state of being transformed into a non-communicative insect that I now realize the meaninglessness of my prior life.
Gregor, I have learned through my loving, supportive parents how important good relations between family members are. You see, I was born as a special gift from God to my parents with the understanding that I was to be a Nazi right from birth, consecrated to serve God. My parents followed the good Lord's instruction in raising me, even allowing me to marry a Philistine woman to help serve the Lord's plan.
And what was the Lord's plan?
His plan was to have me lead the Israelites from the oppression of the Philistines. Unfortunately, this has led me to have a blurred identity, quite like your predicament as an insect. You see, I am an Israelite, but I roam back and forth among the Philistines. God has blessed me with superhuman strength to fight the Philistines, but I feel like a brute force of nature who is acting in opposition to civilized society.
Yes, Samson, I too feel like a coarse animal, unable to communicate with my family and have them understand me. The lack of contact with other human beings has made me lonely, and I am beginning to waste away. My family's alienation has created anxiety and despair in my life. My father can't even relate to me and once threw an apple on my back, crippling me. When I would come out of my room, my father drove me back, hissing at me like a savage.
I can relate to that. My Nazi-right lifestyle and superhuman strength alienates me from others as well. I am a displaced person who married a Philistine so that I could infiltrate their people. Through my physical strength, I single-handedly slaughtered thousands of Philistines and ruled over them for 20 years. I once tore a threatening lion apart with my bare hands. The Spirit of God moved upon me and divinely empowered me to do so. That's something I never told anyone. Would you believe that my own people, the Israelites, ultimately betrayed me when they bound and delivered me to the Philistines?
I can't believe that, but I'm actually getting really uncomfortable.
Alrighty, let's move somewhere else then.
As you see, I still have difficulty maneuvering around, even though I've had some practice.
It's okay, take your time.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
Thanks for your hospitality.
My pleasure.
I can see how you feel divided. Interestingly, when my sister Greek plays the violin, suddenly my human side returns. My parents pay little attention to Greek music, but I am drawn to the pleasant sound, and it returns me to my humanity. I may be a hideous animal, but I appreciate her art, which rekindles the human love I have for her.
Yes, I can see how you two feel divided. It took transforming you into an insect to bring out the humanity in you. I bet you were too busy as a traveling salesman to pay attention to your sister's violin playing, but now hearing the music reminds you that you are missing the value of civilized life.
Tell me, Samson, why is your hair so long?
Well, as a Nazi right, one of the requirements is that a razor shall never touch my head as a symbol of my devotion to God. If my head were shaved, then my strength would leave me. I would become weak and be like anyone else. Interestingly enough, it was my own wife Delilah who betrayed me by cutting my hair and delivering me to the Philistines after I revealed the secret to her.
Well, at least you're able to communicate with others. No one in my household understands my bug-like noises. I used to be viewed as a human being with thoughts and feelings of my own. Now I'm recognized as a repulsive insect. I used to like to drink milk and eat bread, but now I prefer rotten food, just like an animal. I have become accustomed to my new body and engage in animal activities, like hiding under the sofa and climbing up the walls. In the meantime, my family has gone on with their lives and not even noticing that I exist.
I'm not sure whether your divided self or my divided self is worse, but clearly it has created anguish and despair in our lives.
I blame myself for ignoring my father because I had not lived up to his expectations.
I had that particular problem. My parents were aware of my destiny and supported me in my mission to free the Israelis from oppression.
Perhaps your personal anguish was meant to serve a larger purpose for humanity. Well, it was nice talking to you, Samson.
Nice talking to you, too.
Mind opening the door?
Sure.
Thanks for all your hospitality.
My pleasure. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, too.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.